everyone, and welcome to Seahawk Central News, your source for the latest news affecting the UNCW community. I'm Genae Randall.
And I'm Sarah Lively. Safe surfing to those internet users watching us on YouTube.
That's right, Sarah. Check us out in high definition at youtube.com/tealtv2010.
Tonight, we'll highlight several huge events from this past week, including an Iron Chef competition which took place right here on campus.
Also, stay tuned for a brand new entertainment segment and an exclusive interview with Mary Hum, who you may know from UNCW sporting events as the Sock Puppet Lady. So sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Seahawk Central News starts right now.
This past weekend, the Wilmington business community opened its doors to none other than its own community members. The 16th annual Be a Tourist in Your Own Hometown event was filled with tours, games, and free demonstrations. Jungle Rapids offered free miniature golf, while the Airlie Gardens opened up its door for free. The event took place all around Wilmington, including over 30 attractions from Fort Fisher all the way to downtown Wilmington.
The Wilmington Police Department arrested 2 men for selling the deadly black magic heroin. According to WWAY, narcotics agents arrested 22-year-old Rashad Omar Williams and 21-year-old Kenneth Tyrell Gore. The 2 are connected with an investigation involving 3 fatal heroin overdoses. When police arrested Williams, they said he had 99 doses of the drug in his possession. Gore fled from police at first, but was then captured and found with 32 doses in his possession as well. Both men are facing several charges and are being held in the New Hanover County Jail.
All right, Sarah, it's that time again where we interview fellow students and talk on the walk. Let's go outside with our very own Caroline Keith.
It's warm out, and that means spring is right around the corner. I'm here with Talk on the Walk to ask students what they're doing for spring break.
For spring break, I am taking a trip to the Grand Canyon, and we're going to be hiking throughout the Grand Canyon and just spending a couple nights out there.
I'm actually going to go down to Amelia Island in Florida, and then I'm going to Myrtle Beach with a couple of my sisters.
This spring break, I decided to go home. I'm from St. Louis, so I don't normally get to go home and see my family. My mom's getting back from China on Friday, and I'll get to spend some time with her and my friends. Probably go camping and do some canoeing.
I am going to the Outer Banks, probably with a couple of my buddies, and we're just going to go enjoy the beach and have a good time.
For spring break, I'm going to go visit my dad and his side of the family out in Hawaii, so that's going to be hardcore.
I'm actually going to Curacao to go scuba diving and do some coral reef research with Dr. Schmont, and it's for a class, Bio 463 here, Coral Reef Ecology, as well as a couple honors classes are going as well. So
we're actually going to Myrtle, and we're going to spend a couple of nights there because we didn't really plan anything, so last minute we'll just, I don't know, hightail it to the beach.
Going down to Florida, Orlando for 5 days. Hopefully sit by the pool and do nothing.
I'm just staying here in Wilmington because I've been kind of bogged down with schoolwork this whole semester and haven't been able to really enjoy myself down here. So I'm just going to chill here and maybe do some surfing or something like that.
And I'm going to Hilton Head with my mom. We're doing a little mother-daughter getaway trip, so I'm really excited. It's been a crazy semester, so we get to get away.
It looks like spring break is going to be a fun one. I'm Caroline Keith with Seahawk Central News, Teal TV.
Thanks, Caroline. Women have come a long way since the days of Rosie the Riveter and her infamous "We Can Do It" slogan, which is why the whole month of March is Women's History Month. UNCW is playing their part by hosting presentations and events that explore the struggles and achievements of women throughout history. Check out a full listing of campus events at www.uncw.edu/WSRC.
The Wilmington community cleaned out their kitchen cabinets and helped one school get a Guinness World Record last month. The UNC Staff Assembly organized UNCW's food drive as a chance for the 16th North Carolina public universities to restock local food banks after they were depleted during the holidays. This year, schools also donated to the NC Math and Science Academy to help them set the record for the most food collected in one day. UNCW collected more than 3,000 pounds of food, with a third of that going to the NC Math and Science Academy.
UNCW's Madeline Suite was home to the Aramark Culinary Excellence Chef Competition this past Tuesday. 42 chefs from all over North and South Carolina gathered together to compete in a culinary showdown. Nicole Awita was there to capture all the action.
I'm here outside of UNCW's Madeline Suite for the 5th annual Iron Chef competition. Today, chefs from across the Carolinas are battling for the winning title. With only 3 hours to make 2 amazing dishes, let's go in the kitchen and see what these chefs are stirring up. Before the competition started, I got the opportunity to interview last year's Iron Chef winner, Eric Huff.
I'm competing for a chance to form a team of 3 to go to Tampa Bay to compete against the nation of Aramark chefs to find out who is the best chef in the nation.
While talking with Eric, I discovered just how long he had been cooking.
Since I was 16, I'm 23 now, so do the math for a couple years. I'm still a very young chef in a lot of people's eyes, which works to my advantage, I believe. I have a little bit of a fresh outlook on things and a little bit younger and fresher moves.
As the competition started heating up, I got the chance to talk with the director of the entire event and asked him how this is affecting the community.
Definitely, this is bringing a lot of talented chefs to the area. We have 5 chefs actually from UNCW in the competition out of the 33. So it's a heightened awareness. It's going to guarantee to gain the chefs that are here on campus a higher level of skill in the end to give back to both the catering and the students. And then from a local standpoint, all this stuff here today, whatever was available, is actually going to be local. So a lot of local produce in here, a lot of local proteins. The mystery baskets that they're getting are actually, it's a local seafood from Carolina Beach, a local produce as well. So we're really pushing our local movement from that.
The chefs will continue to battle it out throughout the week to find out the lucky 3 who will move on to the national competition in Tampa Bay, Florida. I'm Nicole Awita, Seahawk Central News, Teal TV.
We've got a brand new entertainment segment for all the viewers out there called Critics on Campus. Each week, Seahawk Central News will send out 2 student reporters to watch the latest movies and give us their movie analysis. So without further ado, here is Chris Vickery with the big screen updates.
Hello, Wilmington. I'm your host, Chris Vickery, for the new segment, Critics on Campus. I'm here with Andy Cervantes, my co-host, and we'll be bringing in new co-hosts every week to help me review movies that are coming out in the Wilmington area. Now, we've got 2 movies for you this week. The first one is The Adjustment Bureau, which we both had pretty strong feelings about. So, share yours.
Personally, I didn't like it. It could have been a lot better, in my point of view. I felt the commercials and advertisements for it kind of didn't give it justice. I felt like it was going to be an action-packed movie, kind of like how Inception was, because I kind of felt like that's what they were leaning towards, but I don't think they delivered on that.
Yeah, I think it was, it's one of those things where the concept was definitely there, and for me, I'm a sucker for concepts. If I love the concept, I usually enjoy the movie that much more. And it's also based on a Philip K. Dick short story, he's had stories that were turned into Minority Report, Butterfly Effect. Those were all based off of his work. So you've got one of my favorite science fiction writers, you've got one of his stories turned into a movie. But I was disappointed mainly because of the love story, actually. I don't think that it did the concept justice.
Not at all, not at all. I felt like they could have done without it and still told the story. And the concept was great. I felt like it was fresh. It was a little different from most stories that you hear nowadays in movies. But I just felt like they could have done a lot better.
Definitely. Although one thing I really did enjoy about the movie was the fact that these adjusters, the people that were part of the bureau, were very imperfect. They had a lot of screw-ups throughout the film, and it was actually rather comical at points. And I think whether it was intended to be that way or not, it kind of had a breath of fresh air rather than these kind of omnipotent adjusters that can control everything. It made it a little more real, a little more human.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I think they did a good choice, made a good choice with that, because even though they are supposed to be kind of like the higher power kind of type of people, it made it feel like they were still regular people, just around.
Sure.
So I think they made a good choice with that one.
Definitely. So if you had to rate that out of 5 stars, what would you give it?
Definitely a 3.
I think I'm with you on the 3, maybe 3.5, but I'm with you as far as that goes.
Yeah.
Now the second movie that we have that we needed to review was Rango, which was absolutely amazing.
Amazing. I loved it.
I did too.
It was a beautiful movie.
Yeah, incredibly well animated. The characters, the attention to detail was stunning.
Yeah.
Truly stunning.
It was amazing.
And one of the interesting things is definitely it was produced by Nickelodeon. So it was, and in the trailers, it felt kind of like a slapstick kids humor kind of movie. And it definitely was not that.
No, not at all. Like, I know that it was rated PG, but I felt it was so much more than the PG movie.
Right.
Like, I don't think little kids would understand most of the content that's in the actual movie.
Certainly not.
No.
It's definitely a movie for the cerebral moviegoer, and it had all the trappings of a real Western film.
Oh yeah.
And it harkened back to Clint Eastwood films, and there's actually a little bit of a reference there, which is very cool.
I loved it too. That was amazing.
And that was really great. The score by Hans Zimmer was, as he always is, it was phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
But I think probably the most important thing to note was Johnny Depp's performance.
Johnny Depp was amazing. His acting, it just shows that his acting skill is phenomenal and that he can do anything and everything.
Yeah,
I feel.
the true breadth of his versatility really came out in this film because Rango is actually an actor in the film. The chameleon is an actor. And so it's as an actor playing an actor, you're really just watching him kind of play himself into this world. And it was beautiful, and it was funny, and it was authentic.
Oh, yes.
And for those of you out there that may enjoy looking at IMDb pages, there are some behind the scenes kind of little snippets that show that they actually filmed most of the film live action with all of the actors, all of the voice actors.
Wow.
So you had Johnny Depp and all the other actors, all the rest of the cast that was actually acting out all of these scenes before they went and animated it, and then they redid the voiceovers.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Which is really quite incredible because there are a couple of examples of that in animation, but that just brought such authenticity to the characters on the screen and then the voice acting as well.
I agree.
And it really just, it breathes a whole new life into animation and what animation can do. And it was overall an enjoyable movie, an artistically incredible movie, and something that really the whole family can enjoy, no matter what age you are.
Yeah, this is true. I believe that it was a good movie, and it doesn't matter what you're into. It's a funny movie to watch. Friends, family, girlfriend, boyfriend, whichever. I think it's a wonderful movie to go and see.
Certainly. So out of 5 stars, what do you give it?
5.
5 here too.
5.
It was absolutely stunning.
Agreed.
This segment was brought to you by Carmike Cinemas. I'm Chris Vickery.
I'm Andy Ciravanta.
Back to you.
Phase 2 of the new master plan is expected to be complete by the end of May. With extensive collaboration with the university, the planning firm AECOM has designed 3 master plan alternatives. Possible on-campus changes include construction of new buildings, transformations along Chancellor's Walk, an improved shuttle system, new bike trails, and the creation of lakes throughout campus. In the end, the final master plan will not be a single chosen alternative. Instead, it will incorporate different aspects from all 3 alternatives, as well as feedback from the campus community.
Elaine Showalter, author and American feminist, was a guest speaker this past Monday in the Lumina Theater. The event was open to the public and had a very large turnout. Showalter's topic was titled, Writing the History of American Women Writers. UNCW student Kelly Strawinski, who attended the event, said Showalter's main focus is for women to step up, make noise, and self-promote themselves in the world of literature. The event was one of several taking place to honor March as Women's History Month. After the reading, Showalter answered questions from the audience and performed a book signing as part of UNCW's Buckner Lecture Series.
Now let's switch gears and head over to the sports desk with all the latest news. Here's the one and only Ben Tyson.